What's up, y'all? It's Tyler. I wanted to introduce y'all personally to my new baby, TPS Media, aka Tyler Policy Sports Media. So, we got our first interview or video in general with my dog, Shen Butler-Lawson. He plays running back at Minnesota State. So, we just sat down, chopped it up, talk about his childhood, upbringing, middle school, high school, and then on where he is now, which is college. Uh, I restarted, doing podcasts and stuff. As most of you know, I had another one about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, called Athletic Talk or Athlete Talk. So, I had some stuff going on where I was school and things like that. So I took a break from it, but I'm back, man. I talk about sports too much. If you know me, I talk about sports way too much to not try to make not a living out of it, but do something with it. So thought to myself, just restart it, see where it takes me and keep it up. So without further ado, first production of TPS Media is our interview with Minnesota State running back Shen Butler-Lawson. I hope y'all like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I will put mine and his social media handles at the end of the video. Please do me a favor. It costs $0 to subscribe. Or subscribe, like, comment, share, all the things of that nature. So, I hope y'all stay tuned in. It's about a 40-minute interview. Obviously, people ain't got time to be watching the whole one, but you can just share it and not watch it, honestly. So, like I said, without further ado, here it is. So, y'all, I want to welcome y'all to the first episode of TPS Media. We got our first guest. I got a list of accomplishments and accolades for this young man. We got a two-time All-State, All-District, and I believe he's going to be a future All-American, Mr. Shen Butler-Lawson, running back at Minnesota State.
Yo, it was good, y'all.
Let's get it going, man. How you been? Everything good with you?
Hey, man, I've been straight, you feel me? Getting to it. Trying to make it to the league, man.
Heard that. We definitely gonna get into that later. So let's get to it. Tell the people like how you started, like where you was born. Your pops was in the military. Get into that a little bit. So just give us your upbringing and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm from Augusta, Georgia, home of the Masters. I started playing football when I was like 4. I started off playing flag, and then like it's a crazy story. Like I was killing flag, and then like I was too young to play tackle back then because like back then we couldn't play tackle till we was like 11 in Georgia. So
Dang.
like I had turned 6, and like I was so big, my grandpa lied and got me on the team. And then yeah, after that, that's when I
Yeah.
started at tackle. So yeah, that was a little bit of that. And then as far as like moving around and stuff, I ain't really moved too much because my pops in the military, obviously, but I didn't really move too much. I stayed with my mom in Georgia until 7th grade summer. Then I moved my pops, start 8th grade, moved to Waynesville, and then yeah, the rest is history after that.
I mean, I remember you first got to the school. They was like they got a running back or whatever because you was playing a little bit of receiver too when you was
Yeah,
in middle school, right? So they was like, we got an athlete or whatever coming from Georgia. I'm like, man, whatever. Every time somebody coming to Waynesville with hype, they don't do nothing. And then I
right.
seen you play, I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be like that on
So
me. So like you already explained like how you started football and stuff, and that's crazy. You brought up playing flag first. When I lived in St. Louis, I was playing tackle at like 4. They let us play tackle
yeah,
at like
see,
4.
when I came here, that was like culture shock for real. I'm like, damn, y'all boys been, you feel me, getting to it since
Mhm.
jits. Like, I really ain't started tackle till I was dead, like 6 years old. Like, everybody else was, you feel me, second, 1st grade playing tackle
Mhm.
already. So, yeah, that don't just look crazy.
I mean, so let's get into we know you was killing middle school. We ain't got to talk too much about that. So let's get into high school. Did you play a lot? How much did you play really your freshman year? Did you think you could have helped them a little more your freshman year and stuff?
Um, I feel like I played enough. Like my role was enough because I'm not gonna lie, y'all had some dudes back then for sure. So like, just learning from dudes like LNU, TJ, you feel me? That was like good for me when I was a freshman, bro. Because I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, my class was good at football, you feel me? But to see what y'all boys was doing for real, that just helped me help my class get right when it was my time. You feel me? To step in y'all shoes. So Yeah, I felt like I played enough my freshman year. I got experience like what it's like going to districts. You feel me? Playing a road playoff game. You feel me? So and a little hostile environment. So I felt like that was good little experience for me starting off for sure.
So we had some, trials and tribulations with football going like 0-20 and stuff like that. My junior and senior year, your freshman and sophomore. So talk to me about like if you ever thought of like, man, I want to go back to the crib. Like, I need to get up out of here. I'm trying to win. So talk to us and let us know if you had any thoughts of that going through your head and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely thought about it for sure, but like I had like sit down with my pops and we talked about it, or whatever. He was like, "Do you really think like running away from it is gonna help you in the long run?" Type John. So I looked at it like that
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, you feel me? Stuff hit the fan. You can't always run, so I just
Exactly.
dealt with it, and then like you said, after my freshman sophomore year, we got a new coach and we were just able to put stuff together, start getting wins, and you feel me, going from there.
Hmm. Got you. So let's go to your junior and senior year, like you mentioned. Y'all got a new coach. Uh, man, I came to a couple games. It looked like you was playing NCAA 14 out there. So talk to us about going crazy. Being an 1,000-yard rusher your senior year for sure, and get into that and stuff, and how people really couldn't stop you your senior year for real.
Yeah, Coach Joe Haynes, he came in my junior year. I think we won 4 or 5 games that year. I mean, that obviously was a big culture change. I felt like he just came in the right way. Like he didn't come in trying to enforce laws right away, trying to, you feel me, just tell people what they gonna do, how this gonna be. You feel me? He came in just like I'm here for y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. Like just
Hmm.
not for me at the end of the day. Like I wouldn't say like the old coaching staff was on that, but you could tell they was for themselves. You feel me? But Coach Haynes came
Facts.
and he cared about like us as players first. Cause I ain't gonna lie, you know how it is in Waynesville, bro. Like
Hmm.
board of education, they don't really too much care about football out there, bro. They don't care about sports. Like he came in and then they started caring, bro. Like and
I
then
mean,
we won some games. And the senior year came. Then we got P5s coming to the school. You feel me? I'm getting my first offers. Everybody else getting looked at, and I felt like him coming to Waynesville just opened it up for a lot of other kids like below me in classes to start getting looked at for college too. Because I mean, before that, I don't really think nobody went nowhere crazy except for like LJ Ford. That was back in like 2008. So
hmm.
that I felt like he just came and changed the culture again and made Waynesville football go in the right direction.
Yeah, he came in. A lot of coaches, like I know that we had my junior year, like he came in and was like bringing schools to the school. We
Yeah,
didn't have. We was only getting like the smaller schools. I know y'all had. I forgot who was there one of the days. It was like Vanderbilt. Was it Vanderbilt?
yeah,
Yeah, they came there for you. So I'm like, if D1's coming, they like okay, well, it's other players here. They can
right,
talk to other coach. It's a
right,
whole like cloud. So it's y'all definitely have better resources with that and stuff.
yeah.
So we got into your success, your junior and senior year. So talk about after senior season, talk about offers and visits and stuff like that, and give me any
Yeah,
crazy visit stories you got.
for sure. So, my
No.
craziest business story for real. All right, so everybody know like when I came out of high school, I didn't have no D2 offers. Like all my offers was D1. I had Purdue. I had North Dakota State, North Dakota, South Dakota State, all them good schools up there. And like I never thought like I was gonna go D2 out of high school. I'm not gonna lie, but I was in a position to where like I just didn't know what I wanted to do. Like coming,
Mm-hmm.
because when you go P5, a lot of kids, because I didn't really know nothing about recruiting back then, bro. Like you feel me? Like we said, bro, we did not have like college coaches really coming up there for real. So
Oh,
we really didn't know nothing. Like I felt like again backtracking a little bit. I felt like after me, it was good that I brought big colleges to the school because now they see me do it, so now they know what to do. You feel me? They know how to approach it. They know how to approach the coaches, and then just being like somebody that the little dudes could come talk to. Like, this coach telling me this. What you think about this? You feel me? Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that, so uh, really, I'm not gonna lie. Really, out of high school, I was finna graduate early at semester in December and go to NIU.
For
But
real? I
I,
didn't know that.
I was finna go to NIU. Like, they came to the school. I remember it was Coach Atif. He came to the school. He was like, "Look, we got this offer for you, and we want you to be there at the end of the semester." But he came. It was like 2 weeks before the end of the semester. I'm like, bruh,
Yeah, you know that's not
you
flying with
feel me?
Waynesville.
Like,
If you know, you know, you know that's not flying with Waynesville.
you feel me? I'm like, I don't know. And then I'm thinking like, bro, I want to finish my senior year. I ain't never been to prom. I had basketball season because at that time our basketball team was decent. Like, we were supposed to win some stuff that year. So like, and
Mm-hmm.
it's my senior year. I want to go out with a bang. Like, I want to run track. I want to do everything I'm supposed to do senior year. You feel me?
I
So
mean,
I just wasn't ready to like take that scholarship offer. And then with Purdue, it was really one of them situations where it was me on the table and they had another guy on the table, and they was like, "Well, if we get this other guy, your offer just don't stand no more." So that's really how that goes, because that's P5. Like, that's business at that point.
big on me.
You just got to roll with the punches on that. But I was just blessed for the opportunity to be able to go play out there for real. And then the other schools like North Dakota State, South Dakota, I ain't gonna lie. Back then, them schools was too cold for me. I wasn't going for it. Like, I was not trying to be out in no South Dakota in the cold. You feel me?
It's different, bro. It's
You feel
way
me?
different.
And then so I end up going on a visit to Mo West. Like, they wasn't even talking to me at all. Like, cause everybody know like the prestigious Midwest D2 school is Northwest Missouri State.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came to the school to talk to me, I had just got offered by Purdue that day, and the coach was basically like, "Well, we just heard you got offered by Purdue. We're not gonna waste our time trying to offer you woo doo doo woo." But little do they know, I was really open to everything. Like, I was hearing
On
everybody,
me.
NAIA, JUCO, D2, D1. Like, I was hearing everybody out. So it was kind of like slap in the face for them, I guess, after seeing what I was capable of for sure. But yeah, so Mo West, they hit me up like, just come on a visit, see if you like the school. You feel me? If you don't, you don't. But if you end up liking it, we'll love to have you here. And I had did some research. Their running back coach had went to Oregon, so I was
Mm-hmm.
like, playing for a dude that went to Oregon. Okay, I might like that. So I told my pops, let's go out there. You feel me? And then boom, I'm thinking like, man, I'm not going D2. I'm just gonna go here for the pictures, for the official pictures, right quick. You feel me? Get a little IG post. Then I went to the school. I ended up like falling in love with it for real. Like, that coaching staff at that time felt like family. Like, it felt like that's where I was supposed to be at for sure. Like, I had a running back coach that been where I wanted to go. He done did what I wanted to do. So it was like, man, yeah, I think I'm gonna go here then. A couple days later after that visit, I left. I was like, man, yeah, that's where I'm finna go. Like, I committed like a couple days after I went on a visit there. Whole time when I went on a visit, I ain't even think I was gonna even like it. I went there like, bro, I'm not going D2, man. Like,
You never know, bro.
you
You never
feel me?
know.
So yeah, for everybody out there, you just never know what you may like. Just take every visit you can, bro. Every visit. Hear everybody out, because you never know. At the end of the day, that D1 life is not sweet, bro. There's nothing wrong
That,
going D2. Even
I
if you
be
gotta
telling
go
people.
do your JUCO time for 2 years, there's nothing wrong with that, like, at
Mm-hmm.
all.
So that, man, you already answered my next question. Then we can go ahead and get on with that. So talk about, did y'all have some coaching staff changes? Because you said the staff at the time felt like family. Did y'all have some people leave? Like,
Yeah.
did that running back coach leave?
So uh my freshman year in college was COVID year. So we didn't have a season for real. We played 2 games. We played UCA and we played Pitt State, D2 school like Kansas. But yeah, so after I committed, the running back coach had left like 2 weeks later, and I was like, dang. Like I already signed, so it was a done deal. But I was like, well, I was rocking with the rest of the coaches too, so I was like, I'm gonna give him a shot. You feel me? Then I told my pops like, man, look, I'm gonna go to D2 for 2 years, and then I'm gonna transfer to try to go D1, man. So really, after I got on campus, that really just left my mind. I was like, man, I came here to be at a school for 4 years, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna thug it out, do what I gotta do, and then yeah. So we had that COVID season, and that was really cool. That wasn't really not bad for real, but then we got to my first season in college, which would be my sophomore year of school technically. We went 6-5. It was a decent season, bro. I started off hot, and then like after that, I don't really know what happened. They just started giving me the ball. So
That's I was paying it because like Waynesville don't have that many athletes to where everybody go to school for
right,
sports. So like it's a small pan of us that like chill and kick it, and I keep up with y'all. So I'm paying attention to the first couple games. I'm like, okay, he
yeah,
going crazy. First full year, he going crazy, and then I'm like, because even when we went to the game when y'all played Joplin, I'm like,
so,
bro, why you ain't getting the what I asked you the first question I asked you when I seen you,
on
why you
me.
ain't getting the ball? I'm like, what is going on? So I'm already knowing, bro. I
And
was
you
paying
know it's
attention to
crazy.
both of
That
them.
game y'all was at, I had like one touch the whole first half. The second half, I had 90 yards on the ground and one half off 10 carries. Like that was just stuff
Crazy.
that was really just messing with me. And I'm like, bro, these other guys are good, but I feel like I'm better. You know what I mean? So, but it was just one of those where I was young and I felt like they wanted to make sure those seniors that been there go out the right way. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but at the end
I
of the day, like those are my boys. So, like it was like tough love. You feel me? Like I'm like nigga,
yeah,
I'm trying to play, but
right. I definitely feel
you
you because
feel me?
it's like, well, I know I'm better than you, but I can't really go out there and be like, y'all need to sit him and put me in the
You
game. So
feel me? Like
I feel you on that.
yeah, for sure. I
So
mean,
let's get to what led to your well, we ain't gonna ask what led to your decision because you basically just based it or just said it. So
for sure.
talk about transferring and when did you know like, yeah, I gotta get up out of here? Was it like during the season? Was it after? Talk to us about that a little bit.
So, I felt like it was towards the end of the season, like last couple games. I just like I'm a person like you could keep it a buck with me, like if you're a coach for real. I'd rather you keep it a buck, tell me what's up, and then I could deal with you telling me the truth about how you feel rather than you feel me, you lying. Well not
Being
necessarily
around the bush.
kind of sugarcoated to me and then you going
Yeah.
to OC telling him one thing, you feel me, head coach telling him one thing. So I just felt like there's a lot of shadiness going on behind closed doors. And then at the end of the year, we all have extra meetings with the offensive coordinator and the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so like a lot of people know, bro. Our running back room at Mo West was stacked for sure. Like we had a stacked good running back room. So like any one of those dudes for sure to this day could leave and go start somewhere else. You feel me? Like we was that good.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I get the coaches because it's a tough position to be in, but at the same time, I know what I want to do. I know like my end goals with football, so I'm not finna sit here and let you really play with my future. You know what I mean? So that was the talk I had with them. It was like, what are you guys' plans for me going forward? And they didn't have the answers that I felt like I needed. So I was like, yeah, it's time to go. You know what I mean? Like if you don't got a plan for me, why am I here? So
While you here on me, it's some of these coaches, like you said, they like to sugarcoat and beat around the bush. When it's like, man,
yeah,
if you just tell me what it is, I can get up out of here. Like we
right.
can we can we can save both our time. Like we don't
Like
need to sit right here and I gotta wait 4 years to get the touches I think I deserve.
you
Or
know what I mean? Exactly.
man, it's crazy, but coaches really be on that.
Right. And
So
they'll like, bro, they'll like hold you back just so you don't transfer because they know you'll go somewhere
mhm,
go crazy. Like, and that's one
that's
thing that I'm
crazy.
not finna let happen to me. Like, nah,
Now you got years later down the line regretting it that you ain't never
you feel
left.
me?
So
Like,
I
man,
feel you. So let's talk about getting your offers and what visits you took for your after you jumped in the portal. and ended up going to Minnesota State Mankato.
So my first offer when I got in the portal, I had Arkansas Monticello. That was like the first one, and then after that, it was Arkansas Pine Bluff, D1 HBCU. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna lie, I wasn't really rocking with none of those schools, so I was like, whatever on them. But
Mm-hmm.
so it's crazy. I had got Lindenwood when they were still D2, and like the next day, Minnesota State had offered me. I never heard of them at all. I looked them up. I'm like, dang, they went to the Natty in 2019. Let me see what
Mm-hmm.
they had on. So every school I ever thought about going to or I ever committed to, I always go to the roster and I look at their leading rusher. And if I feel like I match up with him or I'm better, I'm going to dig deeper into those schools or think about going there. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Lindenwood at the time, like, they didn't have like that guy, but they was kind of be around the bush because I guess they knew they was going D1, so they was like, we finna get a lot of transfers. Like, we not gonna waste your time. You feel me? So I had went up to Minnesota, and bro, I went up there during the blizzard, and I was like, bro, there's no way I'm coming out here, bro. There's no.
That's crazy because I had the same thing when I went on my visit for track, bro. I went up there, bro. I woke up the next morning, bro. The snow was to my damn
Yeah,
shin. I said, no, I can't come in here. But
yeah,
go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. My fault.
nah. I was like, bro, there's no way I'm coming out here, G. But I was like, let me think about it, cause y'all went to the Natty 2019. Y'all just went 6-5. And y'all are known for running the ball, but during this 6-5 season, y'all didn't have 1,000-yard rusher.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe let me look more into y'all. You feel me? So, uh, I got to talk because another reason like they really attracted me for sure. So our wide receiver coach here right now, he was recruiting me when he was at NIU when I was back in high school.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you feel me? So it was like I already knew him, so I'm knowing like he know what I could do. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That was just a little connection piece of it. And then uh, I talked with the head coach, and then the position coaches too. They were definitely cool. Like it was somewhere you know for sure like you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Like even if let's say you need a place to stay for the night or something, bro. Like the coaches for sure going
You can definitely tell the difference.
one call away. Like
Yeah.
you could tell when they faking the family funk and when they really like mean it for sure. And I felt that when I came here for sure. That was the reason I committed for sure. Like, especially with our head coach, bro. Like when I say like bro he might be a little weird, but he for sure
He know
loves his players though, for sure. I ain't
he
gonna
know what
lie.
he talking about.
You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So, did you have like any specific individual goals? Like I know y'all had everybody got the goal to like win conference and win all that and win like the natty, but did you have some goals going in for yourself? Like I need to get 1,000, I need to average, this, that, and the third, or carry. Talk about that for me.
So wherever I knew wherever I went, like I knew like because I had 10 touchdowns my first ever college season. So I was like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
it only got to get better each and every year. So I was like, wherever I go, I gotta have more yards and I gotta have more touchdowns than I had because I gotta keep showing growth. You feel me? And that's a big thing for me. So going into it, first I was like, I just wanna, you feel me, start because like our head coach, bro, he one of those dudes like you gotta prove it for sure. It's not no just you a transfer. We know what you did at your old school, so you just here you go. Nah,
Right.
not at all. Like I had to work for sure. Like so much. Really, it fell into my hands for sure. But and then I just took grasp and never looked back. But but for sure, my goals going into it was really just to start and then, like I said, do better than I did the last season. So yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna read out your stats. I'm the person to round up when it's like 5 or 10 yards away. So
Man,
I know you was sick, but I'm gonna say you had 1,000. But
Yeah.
you technically had 996. You had 12 tutties, 5.7 a carry, and 6 100-yard games, and
Yeah.
y'all made it to a 10-3 record. So talk about that season, and give me a game where you was like, okay, I'm like obviously you've had games in high school where you like that, but when you get to college, it's a whole other ball
Right.
game. So give me a game at Minnesota State where you was like, okay, I'm really back in that mode.
So look, when I first got here, like I told you, I wasn't even playing like that. Like we had a guy's named Caleb Schleezer. He was a 4-year, I wouldn't say starter, but he was a 4-year like rotational starter, put it like that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I was behind him, and then the Minnesota Player of the Year was our number 2 at the time. So I was the 3 coming in, like started the season week 1. I was the 3 back. So I'm like, dang, I'm really not touching the field that much. But we was doing a lot of 2-back stuff at first, so it was like, okay, I'm playing, but I'm not touching the ball. You feel me? So our first game, our number 1 back, he tear his whole knee. Like first, last play.
Jeez.
It was like last drive of the first half, and then so now we down to dude that's in front of me and me. We only got 2 backs, and we got a freshman, but the
Mm-hmm.
freshman ain't travel at the time, so it's really just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
So boom, we battling for like 4 weeks straight, bro. Like it was either our pass game, which is going crazy because we had 1,000-yard receiver till he got hurt in like our homecoming game. So it was respected. Like he gonna get his touches for sure. That's why he's on the Commanders right now. But you feel me?
Oh man.
But for sure. So we was just feeding him the ball. We didn't really need to run, but we was still running because we needed to win games. You know what I mean? So and then I want to say it was homecoming, and my mom she only come to 1 game a year, and that was the game
Mm-hmm.
she came to. So I was like, bro, I gotta go crazy. Like
Gotta go crazy
you
on
feel me?
me.
Like wherever come with it, I gotta go crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
boom, uh, I think that was my first 100-yard game. That was the first that started it. That was the first 100-yard game. Then I was like, okay, I'm really catching my groove. And then we played the next week. We played a ranked team they call Augustana. This was one of those rivalry games. We like, okay, we gotta win. If we win this, it's like, okay, we might be looking good for playoffs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody hyping them up all week, bro. It was like first drive, I want to say, bro. Got a touchdown. Second drive, we come back. Literally, nobody blocked nobody, but I scored. Bounced off every tackle, like broke like 6 tackles that one play. I'm like,
Crazy.
okay. Then the next drive, I scored again. Boom, that's 3
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns in 18 minutes in 1 quarter, bro. I said, oh, I'm him.
On me.
I said I'm
It
him.
just take it don't take I be telling people, bro, like in my aspect this from track, but like it don't take but one game. That's
Right,
it. It take
right.
one game where you're like, okay, I'm back. Like it's
Yep.
over with.
Then after that, cause I ain't gonna cap. I did not feel like myself until that game. And after that game, that's when I knew I was back. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's time to take over and do what you've been doing, do what you've been working for. So yeah, that was the game for sure. Like I was like, yeah, I am him, bro.
It's
Like
over with
for
on
sure.
me. So like I said, y'all went 10-3. We don't. You had how many games did y'all play in the playoffs?
We had 2.
2, and y'all played the eventual runner-ups in Colorado
Yeah.
School of Mines. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching the end of that game. Talk to the people about how crazy the end of that game was, and the score ended up being 48-45. So is that the craziest game you've been a part of too?
Man, like that was really that was my first college experience because obviously we had a playoff game before that, but the person we played in the playoffs round 1 was somebody we play in our conference, so it was kind of like okay, we don't seen them before,
Mm-hmm.
but the next week we get on the plane, we fly to Colorado. That was my first time getting on the plane and go to a game, so I'm like, man, this is something new. You feel me?
Oh
And
man.
then so their quarterback, I'm pretty sure he won the Harlan Hill Award. That's basically like the Heisman of D2.
Mm.
And so we going into that game. we knew like their defense wasn't all that for sure, but their quarterback was raw, and they had two good receivers that could go crazy. So first half, we jump on them. We come out blazing. We got a pick. We went up 21-7 at one point,
Mhm.
and right before half, we got a turnover. We got the ball back. I think we had like a 50-yard bomb. We got stopped at the 2. It was like 3 seconds left before half.
Mm.
We decided to kick a field goal instead of trying to score, which I understand from a head coach, like just take the points, you know what I mean, going to half safe. But
It's them playoffs though. You gotta go
yeah,
get it.
yeah, for sure. But that's just a hard, you feel me, task for a head coach. Like, so I feel him on that. But so yeah, we try to kick the field goal to go in the half, but we end up missing. And I think that was just a big swing of events because they come out, score 2 touchdowns off rip. Like we went 3 and
Mm.
out twice. They answered back with scores 21-21. And then I think they went up like 35-21. Then we start
Dang.
battle back. You feel me? Boom. I think at one point I think they went up 45, like 35. I want to say. Then we
Mhm.
scored 2 late touchdowns and we missed another field goal. And ended up losing by 3. So it was a tough one. But just knowing like we what because bro, we lost to a team Northern State that we definitely wasn't supposed to lose to. Everybody was writing us off. That was week 4. Everybody was writing us off. We wasn't even supposed to be in that position. So to see like me and the team battle back to, you feel me, lose to the runner up by 3, bro, it was, you feel me, it was like put some respect on our name. But I felt like we
Man.
definitely could have won and should have won that game. But, unfortunately it didn't pan out that way. But for sure.
So let's talk about spring ball. How did spring ball go? How y'all feeling? How y'all looking? And how you what's your goals for this upcoming year?
Yeah, for sure. So this past spring ball was my first official spring ball because I really never had one. Like the COVID spring ball don't really count because that was extended forever. And then
Mhm.
last year when I transferred, I didn't. I enrolled. I did like 2 weeks of summer workouts. Then I went back home for the winter because I had some stuff going on back home, so I didn't have a spring ball then. And then, um, so for this being my first spring ball, I think it was pretty smooth. But I think I could have went harder. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say I was lazy, but I would say like because I'm finna be in a role now. Your boy finna be in that wildcat a lot. You feel me?
Oh, okay,
Gonna
okay.
be lined up that receiver a lot this year coming up. So yeah, I was really just trying to learn more receiver stuff, putting some thought into that, and you feel me? I had to forget like I had to remember that I'm a running back first. So at the end of the day, I mean, I'm gonna get my money at running back. So
Mhm.
it was just for me not losing touch with the running back, but still, you feel me, trying to learn the receiver stuff. And also, I was learning the receiver stuff because a lot of people don't know, but my brother finna come up here and play too. He finna play receiver, so just trying
Oh
to,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get him on her too.
So just learning, so I could have him on board and be ahead of the game before he even get up here. So you know what I mean? Because sharing that field with your brother, that's gonna
That's
be it.
gonna
You
that's
feel me?
gonna be crazy.
That's a different experience. Like a lot of people don't get to experience that, and that's something I definitely want to experience. So yeah, trying to get him on that page to just be ready for sure. Because college is different from high school. Like a lot of people,
Way
it's
way
not
different.
sweet at all. So yeah. But goals for next year, man. I really want to be a 2K back. Like that's the bare minimum I'm looking at right now. Like
Oh, all purpose, okay, or on one side or Russian.
2K rushing on the ground. Like
Ooh, okay. Hey,
that's what I want. You feel me?
I'm
And then
I'm messing with it.
for sure. And then Big Ingo, I need another ring for sure. I need another
Mm,
ring.
you need that big one though.
You feel me? I need the natty ring.
Oh,
I got the
me.
conference ring. Now I need the natty, John. Like winning the natty is just like one. I wouldn't even say once in a lifetime, but that's something like a lot of people don't even come close to. So like, and
Mhm.
especially coming from us, like bro, we never really won in high school, bro. Like you feel me? Like
Mhm.
even in Little League, like I ain't never won no championship and no level of football I ever played. So me grinding to get a natty would just be crazy. Like
It would hit different for sure.
you feel me? Like if everything I worked for paid off when I won that natty, like so
So let's talk about like you said, you had one of your teammates. He's playing for the Commanders right now. They got camp and stuff.
yeah,
So talk about how that motivates you and seeing a couple of your teammates get mini camp invites and training camp invites and stuff like
yeah,
that and getting signed after the draft.
yep. So uh the first one I seen get picked up with Sam Webb. He's a DB for the Raiders right now. Just seeing how he works and seeing like the coaches be there, it felt like me being in high school again. You know what I mean? Because like I mentioned before, it was like I was like no schools was really coming up here until you feel me. I start getting big. You know what I mean? So to see like those guys having a platform for those scouts to come to the practices, that's really all you need because that's the platform right there. You know what I mean? So
Right.
having them scouts there to know like you could be getting seen right now is all you really need, bro. So, but like I said, Sam and then Jalen Sample when I came to Minnesota State, he with the Commanders. Another person at MOS, DJ Sturgis, he a DB for the Commanders. He got picked up by them. So just being around all them guys, and then another guy I played with this year, his name Elijah McGee. He got picked up by the XFL, playing for the Roughnecks, Houston Roughnecks. So just knowing like these leagues are watching us, you know what I mean? Like it's motivation because after college, bro, just to be able to play in one of those leagues is a blessing either way it goes. So
Facts. And I'm glad they got all them like all the two other leagues with the XFL
yeah,
and all that stuff popping too. Because obviously everybody trying to make it to the league, like
right,
that's for sure. But that could you playing in the XFL, NFL team could an NFL scout could be there and you have 100 yards. And you're
right,
like, oh well, we do need a running back,
right.
or we do need a receiver. It's just little stuff like that. So you mentioned getting to the NFL. This your last year eligibility, or you got another one?
I got another one after this, so I'm gonna take both of them for sure.
Oh, you gonna okay? I was just gonna ask you that too. What you doing after this year? But that's smart. Getting some more experience and stuff. Getting maybe you can even get that 2K that year. If
Right.
not saying you're not gonna get it, but if you don't get it this year, stuff
Sure.
like that, you can come back for next year. So let's get into who you watch, like film type. It could be your favorite receiver or favorite running back. Like who are you watching if you want to like fix something in your game?
Uh, I watch a lot of Josh Jacobs. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't like him when he was at Alabama, but seeing him on the Raiders really like opened my eyes to him. Like he's really him.
He's crazy.
Like he dominates pass game. He dominates pass blocking. He dominates running the ball. You feel me? Like he's elusive. And then I watch a lot of Austin Eckler too, just because the fact he was a D2 guy, went undrafted free agent, and just to
Mm,
see him do what he did, like he really came in and changed a lot for a lot of running backs. Like it's like
facts.
it made dudes have to start playing a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like look at the Zeke came in the league. He was going crazy, but what are you outside the run game? You know what I mean? So I just feel like being a versatile back is what you have to do in the league these days. It's not about just running the ball no more. You know what I mean? You got to be able to go catch it. You got to be
Hmm.
able to make people miss. It's not about being a power back no more because, like, at the end of the day, what do they need you to be a power back for? That's what they got tight ends for. You know what I mean? Or H backs that they can flex out at tight end that can still catch.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I'm a, that's true too. So said said Austin Eckler. So who do you think is the best running back right now at this? Or let me do this because I ain't gonna make it too hard. Give me your top three running backs right now. It could be any style, anything.
Right now. All right, so I gotta go Josh Jacobs. He's Russian King.
Big
Uh,
facts.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Alvin Kamara when healthy. When healthy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you a rookie, Jahmyr Gibbs. I,
Hey,
I,
he
I
gonna be a
promise you.
problem. He gonna be a problem, bro.
I promise you, he's gonna be crazy for sure. Bro, I ain't gonna care. I watch a lot because Miles Sanders, bro.
Hmm.
Uh, a slept on is Hubbard from the Carolina Panthers, bro. He's so slept on. Like, oh my god.
I know last year, I'm trying to think. I think he was starting and he wasn't going like 150 yards or nothing, but he was
Right,
consistent.
right.
And I think he got hurt or something, and then that
Yeah,
like threw it all the way back. So it was bad from there. But we get into the home stretch, man. Um, I appreciate you for coming on here.
yeah.
Man, it's love. I'm gonna try if y'all play in the Midwest this upcoming year. I'm gonna try to catch a game because
That's it.
I know a couple people and stuff. So once again, we was here with Minnesota State's very own Shen Butler-Lawson, and that's the first one for TPS Media, man. I appreciate you again, bro.
Sure. Thanks for having me, man. Most definitely.
Yeah,
All
for
right, bro.
sure, bro. You be easy.
Yeah.